What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another unexpected video, and this one is all about Jason. Jason, the boy that has been disgusting, revolting, vile, you name it, he's been it. Hence the reason why throughout the whole season, people have been petitioning to try and get this boy removed from the show itself in particular. But as we can see, he made it until the freaking end. And rumor has it already that he walks off set next week on the tail. Oh, but hey, that's for next week. For this week, we are right now about to expose, or at least I'm about to show you footage of a TikTok that came out to expose Jason's past life in terms of him having not one, not two, not three, skip a few, but 11 criminal charges. And boy, when I tell you, disclaimer, this may trigger you in some form of way, so watch with caution. But let's get into it.
It's going to be about Jason Korpi's arrest. He's been arrested multiple times and actually has some pretty serious charges. And yes, he was arrested on the morning of Xavier's birth as well this past August. The police records state that they responded to a disturbance call a little after 5 a.m. However, that was not what he was arrested for. He was actually arrested for an outstanding warrant. The first arrest was in May of 2019. He was charged with reckless operation of a vehicle, but that was dropped to negligent driving. And he was found guilty of that in November of 2019. He was fined around $300 and a notice of default was filed in January 2021, but that was dropped in August. In July 2021, he was charged with driving with a revoked or suspended license, and he was found guilty in November and was fined. In March, a notice of default was filed against Jason and a bench warrant was issued. But things escalated this February. He currently has 11 charges. Let me read them off. Disobeying an officer, aggravated DUI, driving with a revoked or suspended license, DUI, driving intoxicated, transport alcohol by minor, registered vehicle, improper use of registration, lights fail / can't turn on lights when required, stop / yield signs violation, and possession / use of tobacco by minor. He was driving drunk, no headlights, tried to flee from an officer, ran into a ditch, backed up, tried to run into a stop sign, almost hit the officer, almost hit 3 innocent bystanders, and on top of that doesn't have a license, the car's not in his name, you know. He was also allegedly intoxicated during the whole epidural debacle. The arraignment was scheduled for May 3rd, but as far as I've seen, there have been no updates since then. Here's hoping that he gets some consequences and he, you know, has some jail time. What a giant shock that the dude who denied medical care to his laboring girlfriend and baby would be so into alcohol and tobacco and would be okay with endangering everyone around him.
Need I say anything else? Need I even add anything to this clip? I mean, this clip expose this to a whole different ballgame, but I tell you what this clip has done has made sure that my next video on Patreon is going to be explosive. But let me keep it abrupt and let me keep it simple right here, right now on YouTube. You know what I mean? Within the guidelines. The matter of fact is, though, am I surprised that Jason has these he has this chain of events, that he has 11 criminal charges? Am I surprised that he was allegedly arrested on the same day of Xavier's birth? Am I surprised that this is a man that has been doing these things based on his behavior that he has shown us? Hell to the freaking no. I am not surprised in any kind of way. I can promise this now, because this behavior right here is far you know what? Let me go back a bit. I'm getting my feelings a bit too much. So let me go back. Skirt. Okay, YouTube mode. Let's get it. So this is what I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen. If you are someone who is in a relationship with someone that has a criminal record and that person is still showing tendencies of their behavior and they're showing you that they have no intentions of changing in any kind of way, please proceed with caution. If you decide to 1, marry that person, 2, to actually be in a relationship with that person, 3, to even be friends with that person, and 4, and this is the one that matters the most, to actually have a kid with that person. Because at the end of the day, if you're bringing in a life, if you're bringing a new life to this world and the person you're doing it with is someone that has a record that they have not been able to actually get over, they haven't actually been able to do better, then to be honest with you, I worry for you. You should check yourself before you continue to wreck your own life and your child's life, because really and truly, It is 100% in my opinion that Kylen knows about his record without a shadow of a doubt. And to make it worse, his family, they definitely know about his record. But to be honest with you, they're coming on a TV show and talking about this and that. But in reality, to be honest with you, they should be taking accountability for the fact that they have failed their son. Now, of course, for some people in this world, there's a certain stage where they are so far gone, there's nothing that you can do. And to be honest with you, at that moment in time, the best thing is to basically distance yourself from that person and kick them out. Because as far as I'm concerned, Jason will continue being like this purely because his family allows him to be this way. They keep taking him back time and time again. No matter how many times he does wrong things, they still keep taking him back. They still continuously accommodate him. This boy should have been kicked out of his family's house a long time ago. And hopefully he would have been able to find a way to pick himself up and to regain respect within his family. But no, that has never happened, and clearly it's never gonna happen, especially now he's got a kid. And I'll be honest with you, I worry so freaking much that when this boy has the ability to actually get a home with him, Xavier, and Kylen, I worry about what the household is going to be like. Because bear in mind, he's already a nightmare at his parents' house. And the fact that he's already a nightmare at his parents and they can barely even control him themselves, just imagine how Kylen's going to be able to handle him when it's just her and him and Xavier in a house, 4 freaking walls, and there's no one for her to even look at. There's nowhere for her to even potentially run at. Because I said it before and I'll say it again. For me personally, the way I see it, it seems to me as if this guy right here has done a freaking kidnapping, if you dig what I'm saying, because his attitude, his behavior is despicable. I think I'm going to stop there and leave the rest of what I've got to say for Patreon. Because I am absolutely pissed right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. But as far as I'm concerned, please take note. Take serious note. We need to be way, not a bit, we need to be way much more cautious about the people that we bring into our lives and the people that we decide to have children with. Because this is going too far. And at the end of the day, some people say that it's a good thing that they showed us on TV so people can learn from it. Well, I hope people are learning from it. I hope young men and women, or even elderly men and women who still haven't learned their lesson, still not mature enough at this point, I hope you're watching this and saying to yourself, do you know what? This is a reality check and I need to do better. And if I don't do better, well, I'm going to continue to wreck my own life. And to make it worse, I'm going to wreck other people's lives. And that's one thing. It's one thing to wreck your own life, but to wreck other people's lives, that's a whole different ball game. That is a level where I started to say that you are more selfish than selfish, if you dig what I'm saying. But nonetheless though, let me know what you are thinking, please, in the comment section, because at this moment in time, I am absolutely disgusted and absolutely infuriated. And boy, let's go make that next freaking video for Patreon. Nonetheless, though, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to reading your stuff in the comment section. Like, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang. But yeah, nonetheless, though, Patreon, see you there. We're done. We're out. Peace.